Have you ever wondered how the world would look like if more women were in leadership positions? This thought-provoking question invites us to imagine a world where women's voices are heard loud and clear, where their ideas shape policies, and their actions inspire change. Women empowerment isn't just a buzzword. It's a catalyst for transformation, a tool for creating a world that values equality, justice, and human dignity. The potential impact of empowering women is immense. It can uplift communities, fuel economies, and foster innovation. In this video, we're going to delve into inspiring stories of women from different walks of life. Women who've dared to dream, to defy the odds, and to make remarkable achievements. We'll meet the unseen heroes, the corporate trailblazers, the innovators, and the changemakers whose stories illuminate the path for others. With that said, prepare to embark on a journey of inspiration and empowerment. Our first story begins in a rural village where a woman named Malathi fought against all odds. In the heart of India, nestled amidst sprawling fields and whispering winds, is a village where Malathi was born. From an early age, she was just like any other girl in the village, her life mapped out by societal norms and expectations. But Malathi was different. She had dreams that soared higher than the mountains that enclosed her village. Despite the stifling constraints of her environment, Malathi dared to dream. She dreamt of a life beyond the fields and the chores, a life where she could decide her own fate. She yearned for education, for the power that comes from knowledge and the freedom that it offers. She dreamt of making a difference in her community. But dreams don't come easy, do they? Especially not for a young woman in a society that often clips the wings of its daughters before they even learn to fly. Malathi faced opposition, resistance, and ridicule. The path she chose was not an easy one, but she was undeterred. She knew she had a mountain to climb, but she also knew that the view from the top would be worth it. With limited resources, she pursued her dreams. She studied under the dim light of a kerosene lamp. She worked in the fields during the day to support her family, and she fought the societal norms that tried to hold her back. In the end, her determination paid off. Malathi became the first woman in her village to graduate from college. She used her education to uplift her community, to bring about change, to challenge the status quo. She became a beacon of hope, a symbol of resistance, and a testament to the power of determination. Malathi's story is one of courage and tenacity. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can triumph. It's a story that proves that no matter where you come from, your dreams are valid. And so Malathi, against all odds, proved that power doesn't come from status, but from determination. Moving from the fields to the skyscrapers, meet Clara, a corporate leader with a vision. Clara's journey began in a small town, but her dreams were never small. She was a woman who dared to dream big, dared to reach for the stars, and dared to break the glass ceiling. She was not just a woman in the corporate world, she was a woman who reshaped the corporate world. Clara's story is one of passion and persistence. She began her career in an entry-level role, but she had a vision of a corporate world where women were not just participants, but leaders. She dreamed of a world where the glass ceiling didn't exist, a world where women could rise as high as their talents and work ethic could take them. She worked tirelessly, often being the first one in and the last one out. Clara was not just dedicated, she was relentless. She knew that to change the world, she had to start with herself. She had to prove that she was just as capable, just as intelligent, and just as deserving of success as any man. Over time, Clara moved up the corporate ladder. With every rung she climbed, she shattered another piece of the glass ceiling. Her success was not just hers, it was a victory for all women. Clara didn't just climb the corporate ladder, she built new rungs for other women to follow. Clara's story is not just about her success, it's about the opportunities she created for other women. She made it her mission to mentor, guide, and support other women in her industry. Clara knew that the best way to ensure a better future for women in the corporate world was to create it. Her legacy is not just in the positions she held or the awards she won. Clara's legacy is in the women she inspired, the women she mentored, and the women she empowered. Clara's story is a testament to the power of one woman's vision, the power of her determination, and the power of her belief in the potential of other women. Clara's story shows us that it's not about fitting into the world, but about making the world fit you. Now, let's journey into the world of technology, where a woman named Aisha is coding her way to change. Aisha, a name that may not ring a bell for many, but one that is making waves in the tech industry. Aisha isn't just a software developer, she's an innovator, a problem solver, and a beacon of hope for women globally. Aisha's journey began in a small town, where she grew up with limited resources but an abundance of curiosity. Her interest in technology blossomed from a young age, and despite the hurdles, she persevered, proving that passion can outshine any circumstance. Aisha's story is not just about her rise in the tech industry. It's about using her skills to create solutions for problems faced by women globally. From developing mobile applications that provide resources for women's health to creating platforms that encourage female entrepreneurship, Aisha is coding change. Innovation is not just about creating new things, it's about making things better. And that's exactly what Aisha is doing. She's not only improving the lives of women, but changing the narrative of what women can achieve in tech. Aisha is a living testament that women can thrive in the world of technology, a field that has traditionally been male-dominated. But the story doesn't end here. Aisha's journey is ongoing. She continues to break barriers, inspire, and innovate. Moreover, Aisha's story is a beacon for the next generation of female innovators. She's not just coding software, she's coding a path for others to follow. Her story is a powerful reminder that obstacles are not dead ends but detours to a different path, often leading to a brighter destination. In a world where we're constantly surrounded by technology, it's innovators like Aisha who remind us of its potential to create positive change. With every line of code, she's not just building software, she's building a future where women are not just users of technology, but creators, innovators, and leaders in the field. Aisha's story is a testament to the fact that change can be coded, and innovation has no gender. Lastly, we find ourselves looking at the bigger picture, where groups of women are making change happen. This is the realm of the changemakers, women who bind together to champion causes and effect transformations that ripple out far beyond their immediate surroundings. Imagine, for instance, the suffragettes, who in the early 20th century fought tirelessly for women's right to vote. Their tireless efforts and unquenchable spirit ushered in a new era of gender equality, redefining societal norms and expectations. Fast forward to the 21st century, and we see the rise of movements like #MeToo, a wave of voices speaking out against sexual harassment and assault. Initiated by women, this movement has sparked global conversations about consent, power dynamics, and the importance of believing survivors. Then there's Malala Yousafzai's organization, the Malala Fund, which fights for girls' right to education around the globe. From Pakistan to Nigeria, this organization has been instrumental in breaking down barriers that prevent girls from receiving the education they deserve. And let's not forget the Women's March, a worldwide protest that took place in January 2017, advocating for legislation and policies regarding human rights, including women's rights. This march was a powerful demonstration of unity, strength, and resilience. These are just a few examples of the power of collective action. There are countless women-led movements and organizations around the world that are making significant societal changes, championing women's rights, and reshaping our world for the better. Each of these movements started with a spark, a shared belief in the power of change and the conviction that women's rights are human rights. And each of these movements continues to inspire, to challenge, and to change, one step at a time. These movements remind us that when women support each other, incredible things happen. They remind us that change is not only possible, but it is happening right now, driven by the courage, determination, and collective power of women. So here's to the changemakers, the women who dare to dream, to fight, and to create a better world for all of us. Now, having heard these stories, the question is, what can we do to support women's empowerment? We've heard the tales of triumph, the stories of struggle, and the chronicles of change. Now it's time for us to step up and take action. Our support can come in many shapes and forms. It could be as simple as mentoring a young woman in your community, sharing knowledge, and helping her to navigate her path. Maybe it's supporting women-led businesses, buying their products, using their services, investing in their dreams. Because when we invest in women, we're investing in a brighter future for all of us. Or perhaps it's advocating for women's rights. It's standing up, speaking out, and demanding change. It's about making sure that every woman's voice is heard loud and clear. Remember, every action, no matter how small, makes a difference. So let's start today and make a difference for women everywhere.